Okay, welcome to our project. For our IoT project, we decided to design a smart greenhouse. So the goal for the smart greenhouse is to monitor and regulate the temperature, humidity, and light levels of inside of the greenhouse. And also, the greenhouse has some plants inside. So we are including the soil moisture an ultrasonic sensor to activate the watering system automatically. The automated system works with 5 sensors. We have the temperature and humidity sensor, which measure the temperature and humidity inside of the greenhouse. We also have here the phototransistor, which measure the level of light inside of the greenhouse. And here we have the soil moisture sensor, which measure the moisture of the soil of the plants inside of the greenhouse. And we also using the ultrasonic sensor, which measure the water levels inside of the water tank. Now that we have described the 5 sensors, I'm going to explain how the IoT nodes work. So the temperature sensor is going to read the temperature inside of the greenhouse, and depending on a predetermined threshold, it's going to turn on the fan automatically to regulate the temperature. Also, the phototransistor is going to detect how dark or how light is inside the greenhouse. So it's going to turn on the LED to adapt the environment, the light environment inside. The soil moisture sensor is going to measure the soil moisture inside of the plants. We are just keeping it outside for a project, but basically it's gonna detect how dry is the soil, and depending on that, it's gonna trigger the water pump, which is gonna water automatically the plants. Now that we know how our greenhouse system works, we're gonna describe our project more. So this is the hardware of our project. So we are using 3 Arduino Uno microcontrollers, which are connected to the 5 sensors. And these sensors regulate the environment of the greenhouse to adapt it to proper conditions to grow the plants. In this slide, we are showing you the software. So we are using 3 local computers connected to one Arduino microcontroller, and each local computer is hosting a virtual machine which hosts a edge server, Raspberry Pi, and a cloud server in just one computer. The cloud server is gonna host or hold all the data from each IoT sensor, IoT node, and it's gonna send the data by MQTT protocol.
To communicate with the edge server from the Arduino, we use serial communication. So if I run this code here, it will read the light sensor data and print it out here. So after receiving data from all of the microcontrollers in the edge server, we will send the data over to our cloud server. So we are using a virtual Raspberry Pi as a cloud, which uses the MQTT protocol to subscribe to a topic. So if I run this code here, it will subscribe to the topic. And if I run this code again, you can see that this receives data from the microcontroller. And then go back here, you can see that the cloud is receiving data. So after receiving data from the edge server via MQTT protocol, we save the data into a database table in the cloud.
After saving the data in the cloud, the Raspberry Pi cloud, we are hosting a website which displays the readings from each sensor in our smart greenhouse. So here the website is showing the last update reading and also showing each temperature, humidity, soil moisture and light level in the greenhouse.
We've chosen ThingsForward as our IoT platform to collect, visualize, and process data. ThingsForward uses MQTT protocol, which allows the three edge devices to subscribe to and publish to one cloud access, and vice versa. This one cloud can be accessed through a single computer. As can be seen, real-time data from the sensor is sent to ThingsForward, and the user can control the actuators using these switches. I'm switching on the pump. Off. I'm switching off the LED.
So this is how our system greenhouse works. So it starts watering the plant automatically, and also the fan is gonna turn on when it's really hot, and the photoresistor is gonna turn on and off when it's getting too light.